Hey eBay sellers, it's Suzanne A. Wells. Thank you for coming back for another video. And I want to give you 5 tips for selling lots on eBay. Got my notepad here ready to go. So here are your 5 tips. First of all, especially if selling clothing, you want to try to lot the items together similar in size. So I know women tend to clean out their closets and lot their clothes together, and you may have a size 10 in one brand, a size 8 in another brand, a size 12 petite in another brand, and the sizes are all over the board. It's just, whatever fits. It's not a consistent size because brands run differently. So when you're putting your lots together, you want to try to put the same brands, the same size together as much as possible so that it will be consistent and hopefully everything will fit the buyer. Not always possible, but do try to be consistent there. And so you wouldn't put a lot together with a size 6 and a size 14 and a size 22W. If you're trying to thin out your inventory and get rid of things, wait until you have enough to put the lots together in a way that they make sense. Okay, number 2. Think about who your buyer is going to be. When I put lots together, I think about, okay, does this person work in an office? Maybe they need dressier clothing. Or is it an office that is business casual? Or is it, if it's something like school supplies or art supplies, think about homeschoolers. And, would that be something that they would use? You could also put that in the title to help sell it. Also, make sure that the items in the lot are age appropriate for whatever age you're targeting. So if you're putting together a lot of toys or learning toys or books or whatever it is for age 3 to 5, you want to keep that consistent. You wouldn't put infant stuff in there or things for a preteen. So think about who's going to buy it, and are the lotted items, does it make sense to the buyer? Because you've got to get out of your own head and think, oh, I just need to get rid of a bunch of stuff and lot it together, but it has to make sense for the buyer or they're not going to buy it. Another thing is it a collector? Do the items make sense if a collector would buy them? If it's coins or stamps or figurines or Boy Scout patches or trucker hats or whatever it is, you want to think about who's going to buy this and why they would buy it. Okay, so the third thing is to create lots based on how you're going to ship the items. This is something a lot of people don't think about until the item sells. So what you want to do is figure out how you're going to ship it. Are you going to put it in a flat rate box? If so, get a flat rate box and see what's going to fit in there. So you can create your lot around how you're going to ship it. You don't have to figure that out later. And then you can give the customer the best price because you have already figured that out. When I do lots of clothing, I use is it 12 by 12 by 8 or 12 by 8 by 8, whatever that biggest box is, the priority box. I figure out how much will fit in there, and then I put my lot up for sale once it's full. So when I'm doing the cashmere cutters, if you are not familiar with cashmere cutters, check out the video above. I wait until the box is full, and then I put it up for sale because I've already figured out how I'm going to ship it. So this works very well for small items that you can fit into the flat rate boxes. So you want to think about that ahead of time before you put your lot up for sale. Don't just take a bunch of pictures and put everything up for sale. Think it through. The next thing is number 4. Photos really matter when you're selling lots. And again, sometimes people get in a hurry and they just want to get this lot put up for sale. One thing you need to think about is your gallery photo. I see a lot of lots that have the gallery photo is a collage of a lot of little tiny pictures. And if you're shopping on mobile, that is really hard to see. You need to have that gallery picture, which is the first picture in your photos on the listing. Make sure that it is readable on mobile. If it's too small and too cluttered looking, people may not look at it. So you don't have to put every single item in that gallery photo if you're doing a collage. You could do photos of 3 items at a time and then put those photos, make a collage of that. Look at what you think looks good on eBay on the sold listings and come up with a way that works for you. But it's not necessary to put every single item in a collage and use that as your gallery photo. That can be counterproductive, especially on mobile, because it makes it harder to see and it looks cluttered and not as professional. Another thing about photos is you want to show every item in that lot in those pictures. Now you only get 12 pictures, so you're going to have to put multiple items in pictures if you have more than 12 items. So you could do groupings of items together if you have, 100 items that are in your lot or however big it is. But think about the buyer again. They want to know what they're getting. They want to know what's in that lot. They don't want to have to turn around and return all this stuff to you because it's not right. They want to know what they're buying. So you have to do your part as the seller to show them, here's what I've got. Because again, the only thing between you and your buyer is a computer screen, and pictures are worth 1,000 words. When you're trying to sell stuff, you've got to show them what they're getting. Another thing you can do as one of your pictures is create some type of manifest or inventory sheet. So you could type out everything that's in your lot, either in a Word document or in a spreadsheet, and then do a screenshot of that and use that as one of your pictures. So that just helps with people who don't want to read the whole listing. They can look at a photo of it. Obviously, you're going to put everything that's in the lot in the description area, but you could also do a screenshot of it in the photo area, just as another way to get your point across and to communicate and inform. That's the point. Communicate and inform your buyers. Now this leads me to junk drawer lots. I need to do a video on this, but this is definitely something that sells. What junk drawer lots are just things that could be in a junk drawer. Pens, coins, just little doodad things like collectible spoons, jacket patches, Boy Scout patches, just all kinds of stuff. And what happens here is, especially with people who do estate sales and they buy all this leftover stuff or get it at auctions and they have all these little things, you can batch all that up and do a junk drawer lot. And what happens is people who don't have access to a lot of inventory or can't get out and source, they will buy these lots and then go through it and list everything individually. So you're kind of, in some situations, being a supplier for people that may not have inventory around them or just can't get out to buy it, or they like to deal with small things. But this is actually a business model where on one side we've got the people with the junk that sell it in 100 pieces at a time or whatever it is, and then the people who buy those and basically part it out. They may take some things to the We Buy Gold stores and sell them there. They may resell them on eBay, do all kinds of things with it. So that's definitely an option if you have a lot of little things like spoons and thimbles and coins and little game pieces and all those kinds of things you can put in a junk drawer lot as just another way to make money on the side. And then your bonus tip is I have a Facebook group. It's an overstock and liquidation group. And basically, I designed this for people who have too much inventory to connect them with people who don't have enough or don't have good sourcing options in their area. So it's the haves and the have-nots coming together. I'll put a link to that below the video so you can go check it out. It's free for anybody to join, but if you want to sell on the group, it is $25 a month. And basically, I'm connecting you with thousands of buyers who need to buy inventory. So if you have death piles of stuff, or if you've got a storage unit of stuff, or if you just inherited a bunch of stuff, whatever, the objective is for the resellers in the group to price their lots low enough so that the ones who need inventory can buy the lot and then sell all the pieces separately. So I have a video that explains more about that. I'll put the link above. But this is a great option if you find yourself having to move, if you inherit a bunch of stuff, if you have access to the bins and you love to go and shop and buy good stuff, but you just can't get it all listed. You can help out another seller who will buy that lot and then has the time and desire to list everything separately, and they can make money. So there are a lot of disabled people out there that do eBay that have a hard time getting inventory, and this is perfect for them because you can hand pick stuff that other people can sell, and it's cooperating. It's the haves helping the have-nots, and the ones who buy on the group absolutely love it. They wish there were more lots listed. So do check that out if you're on either side of the equation, if you've got too much stuff or if you need things that you want to buy from other sellers who have handpicked them that maybe just didn't get around to listing them, or they're more zealous about the shopping part than the listing part. And you can add this as another part of your business model in addition to selling stuff on your own. I sell stuff in there all the time because I'll get things so cheap at my consignment clearance. I'll get stuff for 50 cents or $1, and then I realize, oops, I bought too much. I'm never going to get all this done. So somebody out there can take those items. I might sell them for $3 a piece, and they can take them and sell them for over 20. I've made some money. They're going to make money, and it works. So would love your comments, and good luck selling those lots. Have a profitable and productive day on eBay. Bye.